So, last time we were on this table, I did these. These are my custom reshelled Joy-Cons, and I did these myself. I left the red and blue because I actually liked that accent, and they're dead right now, but I'll admit I actually sold my Switch OLED, which I used these with. And so now I just keep them in this bar, and when my girlfriend and I want to play games, I'll just use these and they work just fine. But actually, I went back to my Switch Lite. And the reason why is because, in short, I like the smaller form factor. Like, it is quite a bit smaller. It's actually really nice. Is that... No, focus. Oh, fuck, you can't see shit. I'll admit, I do much prefer the smaller profile of the Switch OLED. It's just what I like. Especially since I started playing a lot more Animal Crossing, and I like having the smaller, more portable way of playing it. So, I got myself a shell replacement because this thing, I have been meaning to and wanting to swap the shells for a while now. And now I can. And I feel like I do have the skill necessary now to do a shell swap. So I went online, and links will be in the description, and I got a transparent blue. Now, why did I go with blue? Well, if you saw my video on doing these, I went into software and yep, they're not even paired to it. I went into the software and I physically changed the color of these in the SRAM. Or is it NAND? I don't remember. Whatever it is, I changed the color. So when you click these onto a Switch, it literally shows up as green, not the original blue and red that they were before. The Switch Lite is incredibly similar, which is that the color this time is baked directly onto the motherboard. You cannot change it to my knowledge. So that's why I went with this blue, because, well, they match. If I put these next to each other, you can tell this is gonna look really fucking good. So, let's get started. Here we go again with the blue behemoth. Let's make sure it's centered. So, they do send you tools, and admittedly, I am not using these. But from the last time I did use these, well, I didn't use these, but from the last time I used extreme rate stuff, they were just okay. They're not the best. I went out and got myself an iFixit kit, and man, oh man, has this been a lifesaver. But as well as just doing the shell swap and repasting, because it's still using the 5-year-old thermal paste, maybe even, yeah, it would be 5 years old. I also got Hall Effect sticks, and great sticker placement, Amazon. You really did your part there. I have Hall Effect joysticks, and I also have the caps, because these are white sticks, obviously, and these come with black. You can't I don't know if you can tell, but they come with black. And so, yeah, let's get started. Starting off with Y00, we can take off the screws in the back, and if you look here, if you look really closely, you probably won't be able to see that. Oh, there you go. This screw post is actually missing from a previous repair. What did I repair? I don't remember. I repaired something. But in any case, I will probably be using the screws that come in the Extreme Rate kit, mainly because I don't really see a purpose to reusing these ones, because some of them are missing, and, well, oh yeah, look, here's one that's missing as well. Get a gander on that. Phillips 00. Now we just pry this off. Come on. There we go. There's the inside. Not too complicated. I'm going to transfer these bits over first. So we'll set this aside for now. Grab the back piece. Now, the kit does come with transparent accent pieces as well. I don't really know if I want to use these. I kind of want to use the regular colored ones. Let's see how this would look in theory. It's not like you can see the game case, the game cartridge case, but yeah, you won't be able to see anything. So it honestly doesn't really matter. But I think for now, I'm just going to leave the original pieces. So taking these off was not pointless. It doesn't feel horrible, but it just feels funky. So we'll leave those to the side. Okay, man. It'll seat itself better when there's actually something in place. But the bottom shell is done. Now we move on to the top part. And I'm going to start with the easiest thing I know, which is to take this off. I know this will come off just now. Ooh, there's like no thermal paste. Where did it go? And there's hair on it. Honestly, that shouldn't be too surprising. So heat shield down. Flick that up. Pull that down. That controls, I believe, this board here. And then you can just pull it up. Don't use metal tools, but I'm going to do it anyway. There we go. Better disconnected. So now I can safely use a little prying tool. Well, I say prying tool, but it's literally just a flathead, and just lift these up because I prefer to use a little flathead. And then that just allows me to get real close. I don't know, I'm going all over the fucking place. I should be following a tutorial, but unlike something like the Joy-Cons, this is a lot more particular. I don't need to unscrew those, I don't think. I didn't even have to unscrew this screw, so I'm gonna screw it back in. Here's the assembly for the 2 triggers. Not very complicated. But anyways, this board comes out. There's our buttons. And yeah, those are a little dirty. I'm gonna go grab some stuff real quick to clean those up. I have me a little thing of isopropyl alcohol. I can dip it in here and just clean these contacts a little bit. This ensures that they'll be nice and clean for a long time. You can see how much wear has been done on this. So I had just realized that my phone started overheating, so I had to quickly run and put it over my AC real quick. But back to what I was saying, you can see how much wear has been done on this. You can kind of see. It's very worn. Now where'd that screw go? Because the screw just fell out. These are heavily worn. Oh, I just realized the boot on them is completely split. So that's nice. Give these a bit of a clean. Great, well, that's not the right word. Normally I would clean these out, but I'm not gonna bother. Because this is, I can't call it a rush job, but it's a rush job. So the heatsink does come out on its own. All this old thermal grease. Whatever it is, it's old. And nasty. Where's my trash can? Yeah, it's flaking off because it's dry. Not exactly a good thing. Thermals on this are going to be so much nicer, which might be a good thing because I will admit this thing does get kind of heated. Like the back gets pretty warm actually. Not like alarmingly warm, but it does get warm, which tells me that it probably is gonna need this. There's a picture of white on my screen. I'll gently lift this up. Sticky foam. Come on. I bet I can find a way to reuse that. Whoa. That is, it's like clay. It's to say it needed a repasting is a bit low-key. It actually looks and feels like clay. So yeah. See, this stuff is hard, but then it's, oh god, it just comes off in chunks. That's the strangest part to me, is that it just comes, like, it comes off super easily thanks to the Icy Pro. This doesn't have to be perfect. I do believe that this piece right here on the IHS is literally just a piece of copper, which is why it's kind of turning a bit blue. Nasty. Man, there are screws everywhere. I think I may have boned myself. There we go. There we go. You just gotta be gentle with it, you know. Now we take out the left trigger. Or is this the right? Yeah, that's the right. The left one is mounted on a separate PCB, but then the right one is not. When I said I think, I meant like with my fingers, but you know. Doesn't want to come out. 4Y. Nothing. So now that's out. I'll explain this as well. I have been inside this before, and it was because of the triggers, ironically. They started acting a bit funky. And by funky, you're probably assuming I mean stick drift. Well, not really. The weird thing about me and stick drift is that it wasn't really stick drift. Strangely enough, it was the exact opposite of stick drift. I was trying to move and it just wouldn't let me move. So then I took it apart and stuck a piece of cardboard underneath the left stick. This is the most nerve-wracking part. The screen. This does scare me, so I'm gonna pay attention to this. The screen is these two not PCBs, ribbon cables. Ooh, we got it. Yippee. I'm bad at this. And also, the left joystick is still plugged in. This should just lift out gingerly. Yep. And there's the brains of my thing. Alright, get off. Wow. I'm gonna once again clean off these pads while I'm thinking about it. And man, there are a lot of screws around here now. Damn you. Think you can get away from me? You can't. Now we have to get this magnesium tray out. This is the last thing stopping us from getting to the screen. There we go. So I'll set it on the keyboard. Ooh, mirror finish. You can see that my phone is filming this. And it is filming straight. It is. No, wait. My phone is mounted on top of a microphone holder. Very nice. Now is the part where you can't really see what I'm going to be doing. And what I'm going to be doing is taking this apart. And what I have to do for that is heat it up with a hot air gun thing. But what I'm actually going to be using is a hairdryer. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, I think I got it enough. Nope, it needs more heat. back down. Come on, I don't want to break something for the love of God. Oh, I don't like that bending. Mother pearl. Oh God, I think I most likely broke it. So. Weirdly enough, every other one I see comes with adhesive. God, this stuff is so annoying. For the love of God, I don't want to put this on backwards. Because that would be hell if I had to take this out again. But hey, look at that. It actually looks really good. I like that. It matches really well, actually. Let's just pray that I didn't fucking break it. Why didn't I start with an iFixit guide? Am I stupid? So, I guess, I don't know anymore. Let's just get this shit done. So that's it. Now it wants me to put the buttons back in on... What? It does this in a weird order. So it wants me to do the D-pad side first. So we shall do the D-pad side first. I will not say a word, considering that I think it's fucking broken. See, the thing about the stresses I have right now with the shell replacement is that this isn't... When you do a Joy-Con shell swap, if you break something, at least you can get a replacement. You know, it's a controller. You can get a replacement controller. If this console breaks, well, the console breaks. You gotta go buy a new one. Fuck! But we will persevere. I'm gonna set this just right so it doesn't click the buttons. Which way does it go? Tab side down. It wants me to do the stick. I don't really want to do the sticks yet. Very nice. Now which one's left and which one's right? They're the same. Where'd it go? Did it fall onto me? Oh cool, screws are falling out. Unscrew it again. Because it didn't come far enough. Is it time to start reattaching these? I'll do the easy stuff right now. Like plugging it back in, the antennas. I know I'm kind of speeding through these, but admittedly, I will admit I'm stressed the fuck out that it's not gonna turn on. What's stopping you from moving? Why are you stuck on? Ooh, don't do that. Let's see. I think I may have. That's not it. Like, am I doing something wrong? I don't think so. It should just go right in. It's like it's too tall. I don't see anything wrong. I don't know why it's not going in right. Kind of leaves me no choice but to grind that down a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna move this away. Maybe take away. It just gets stuck down. Needs a little bit more grinding. I think that's good. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, this one makes it feel weird. I think that's good. Well, it's time to do the thermal paste now. For Eol heatsink. There we go. Nice and thermally done. Now, I'll admit there's probably some screws missing, but I can't really be fucked. Considering the screen might even be broken. There's 2 screws missing right there, 3 actually. But it's secured enough to where I don't think it'll matter. Now we have to remove this big hunk of thermal paste that's on this heat spreader. Why is there hair on it? But it's time to put the thermal paste on this side because there is a little dab of it on this side as well. I'll put a decent amount on there. All right, so there's a couple more things we have to do to the back. That being a couple more things we have to install. Main one being the grills. Why are these already coming apart and sticky? There you go, good enough. What else goes on the back? Nothing. That's it. think we gotta treat ourselves to some good screws. All right, that's it. It's done. Now I'm just gonna pick this whole goddamn thing up so I can give some final thoughts. So we'll set this aside. So what are my thoughts on the whole thing? Pain. I probably made it out to be a lot harder by not following an iFixit guide straight from the get-go. So that might be on me. First impressions, oh, that's not good right there. That button is stuck down. I think it's too tight. Yeah, that was it. Screw was down too tight, that's all. No, now it's not tight enough. So, first impressions. It looks beautiful. I love the way this looks. All the buttons are clicking good, which is good. The blue matches the blue. And of course, that clear black. It's almost got like a, it feels kind of powdery. That's probably because it's brand new. It'll probably go away after a bit, but I like it. Gotta say, I like it. The accents of the original blue case are still in here. So like the card slot still has the original bit in it. Same with the micro SD and also these inner pieces on the center right here. I did not use the clear ones because I didn't feel like it. But this is the part I'm terrified for. Did I break the screen? And before I even turn on, if I did break the screen, that sucks. I'll have to get a new one. But I will admit, I do plan on buying an OLED screen for this. You probably have seen the OLED mods for these and how they've more recently become available. I do plan on getting one when the guides become more available and I actually see how rough and guts it is or isn't. So until then, I am happy with the way this looks right now. I think it looks beautiful. But this is the moment of truth. Oh, that volume button's a little fucky. Did I even break it? I cannot state to you the amount of relief I feel. Why is that battery at 100? I don't think that's true. Just input. It appears to all work just fine. Volume button is definitely messed up though. So I'll have to crack it back open and do that. This looks amazing. And the fact that I did it myself makes it even better. Like you can see the intricate design details of why this thing looks the way it does. And it also kind of shows like, yeah, this is the guy. And I did it. So it feels even better. So let's try and get these white caps on. So it should, yep, pop right off. Could go with the red ones or the blue ones to match it, but no, I'm just gonna go with the white ones because they match. There we go. It looks good. I think it looks a lot good. It looks very good. Oh, I never zoomed back out. So, with the product complete, as we do the typical YouTuber fashion, and do a little games montage. How's that sound? while I'm in here, just checking once again, I'm going to show you what the anti-drift was. So what I would do is I would be going forward, but then suddenly it would just do that when I'm going full throttle. It would zoom back up, and there would just be these weird divots of like where it's not getting. But so far, and I am a Mario Kart fanatic, so Mario Kart will be the test. Ugh. Nah. So that's it. Closing thoughts. The sticks feel powdery, but honestly that's probably because I was using these old sticks for so goddamn long that they're starting to turn back into ooze, and that's probably why they're a bit stickier. But in the end, I'm gonna get a lot more time out of this thing now. As you'd expect, because it looks cool now. And now that I've actually like touched every single thing in here, it looks even cooler, I guess. But that's it. Thanks for watching. If you want to see the Joy-Con video, you can select the video that's it'll be right here. And then you can subscribe by pressing this one right here. So pick your poison. See you next time.